Hello my fellow gnomes and welcome back to Dead Rails. So I've thrown all the 12 episodes of this series into one hub world. This is a live Rails that we're playing right now. So the link in the description will be if you want to check out this game. And we've got a little sort of hub place with our teleports and then the main game separated as well. So if you want to know how to make these little teleportation pads, well, I've already made a video on this previously in my tower defense series. The link to that will be down the description and you can create these little teleport pads. In fact, for those that follow the tower defense tutorial, some aspects of this map may be a little familiar. But let's go into the game and we'll just have a little look. So this is the game that you guys will all recognize that we've been working on. And you'll notice I've just swapped out the very basic parts into something that looks a little bit more like coal. But other than that, it's all pretty much the same game as we've been building in this tutorial. I just wanted to throw it into an actual game so you could see more what it would look like as a kind of finished product. Though I say finished product, of course, this tutorial is meant as a base for you guys to add all kinds of things too. So we've got these buildings, but you know, I've only added in this station building. You're probably going to want to add some more different kinds of buildings to your game, and that's really the purpose of the tutorial, just leaving it open for whatever customization you want to make, but crafting all of those core mechanics, such as the day-night system. We've got our moving train, and we are running pretty low on fuel and just about make it to the next station. You'll see I've got this little shovel item. This is basically just the sword free model. If you want to make your own weapon or just add in a free one, obviously you're free to do so, but that's not sort of the focus of this tutorial. Can we find any coal in here? Oh dear, no coal. Right, we're in a bit of trouble here. But anyway, I've also set up a little badge at the end. That's super easy to do. All I did is inside of the heartbeat event in the train handler script, when normally we're just checking if we've got progress more than 0.99 and we have got a next track to generate, then we generate one. But if we are near the end of the track and there's not a next track, then that means that we're at the end. So I created this end game function, which basically it sets this little debounce type variable so that it doesn't run like multiple times within the loop, but it loops through everyone. It awards them the badge if they don't already have it, and then it teleports them back to the main place. And again, I talked about teleportation over on my tower defense tutorial and a little bit about it indoors as well. So I don't want to repeat myself too much here. And if you want to see this code, I mean, it's not much, but if you did want to copy it, it will be available on the Gnome Code Academy as well. And what I also want to do is just show how easily it is to add new features. So say in our environment, in our generate items, let's say we wanted to spawn in a new item, right? So I could just we'll just add in some sort of red cube. We'll make it bright red and we'll name it cube. Throw that into the server storage assets items folder. Make sure you set up the tag of draggable, and then just inside your environment script, well, you could modify this code. So if you just added in a slightly different condition, if the R is greater than 5, then we would just spawn item of cube. And if I run that, do I get a red cube? Maybe, might not. The RNG might not favor me here. No, we haven't this time. But if I run it again, and you'll notice this time I've actually spawned in a shop at this interval. That's because in my environment script, I actually modified the spawn buildings thing. So I said I'll spawn in a station or a shop, but you could add an extra condition if you wanted a shop to appear. And there we go. The RNG gods have now favored me, and we've got two random red cubes on the map, right? That looks terrible and ugly, but you see my point. It's really easy to add new stuff. Now, I haven't really played about with all of the variables either, so you're probably going to want to adjust some of, in terms of like the train, its maximum speed, its burn rate, how much fuel you have available, and so on. That's the sort of stuff you're going to want to optimize if you're making this into a full game to release. But I'm hoping if you've been following along with the tutorials so far, then those additions should come fairly naturally to you. So that is really the end of this series. As always, the project files for this will be available to Gnome Code Academy members at gnomecode.com. But this is really the end of the road, or the end of the rail for this track, now that we have the base file, the base tutorial set up. If you are a Gnome Code Academy member though, and you're wanting some future tutorials, then you will be able to decide on what the next tutorial is. There's going to be a special vote for what tutorial we cover here on the channel next, and Gnome Code Academy members will get a vote. So this is the base game. The link in the description will be available to check it out. It's not really a finished game as such, but it's a base from which you can definitely make a game from. We've covered all of the main mechanics, I think, here. So thank you very much for following along with the tutorial, everyone. Hopefully your own Dead Rails games are coming along, and I'll catch you in some future video. Thanks for watching, and goodbye!